Yeah, definitely renowned. Definitely renowned. So here it is. So Cardi B in a civil trial, she was found not liable on all counts. Vengeance will be hers. Reported by TMZ, right? And it says down here, Cardi B can breathe easy now that she's just been found not liable of assault and battery in a civil case by a unanimous jury and won't have to pay any damages. And she plans to countersue anyone in the future who will drop a nefarious lawsuit against her. That I'm gonna kick it to you, and I want to just get a little context here first, and I have a couple questions that I want to ask you. Can you just bring us in and give us a little bit of context on the suit, on the case?
Yeah, this bodyguard, a person that used to work for Miss Cardi B, she brought a lawsuit saying that she was assaulted and hit and attacked by the Cardi B. And at the end of the day, she filed, asked the court for 23 millions of dollars in damages, right? Because the law looked to money to make the plaintiff whole. And so this lady brought this claim against this artist, and the court didn't find merit. They did not find merit in her claim at all.
Mm.
So that was the outcome of the case. Carter B prevailed, and she was not found liable. This is a civil suit. A civil suit is different than a criminal suit, of course. Civil, you're looking for money cases hinge on finances. Criminal cases hinge on freedom. Finances and freedom is the distinguishing factor between civil cases and criminal cases.
Mm, okay. Finance for $24 million. Okay. 24 a million dollars is what Cardi B was sued for. And said the alleged rapper hit her and cut her face and spit on her and hurled racial slurs during a 2018 spat. Go ahead, Dad. What
You
you
got
got?
to prove that. You got to prove that. You got to have
Mm,
somebody to say that you did that, somebody to say that they saw that. You got to have photos. You got to have a medical report. You got to have experts. In a case, in a court of law, you got to prove your case and not just present your case.
Okay, so if I was to ask you, what do you do? Do you feel that would it be the plaintiff, the one who brought the case against Cardi B? This would be the plaintiff. Would you say the plaintiff had a strong case from the beginning with not having these things?
No, no. It's a wonder that this case didn't get thrown out as a frivolous lawsuit. Okay,
Mm,
Cardi B said it's a nefarious lawsuit, and then what she also said is that in going forward, she's going to retaliate against people who bring these kind of claims. Here's why. But remember this: rumors only breed when the atmosphere is right. There's only
mm.
going to be smoke when there's fire in the chimney. Okay, so there had to have been a conflict. There
Okay.
had to have been some type of a fight or dust up, but it perhaps didn't get to the level of 23 million or X how many $1 million they were asking for, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because the plaintiff in this case just did not have any proof. And if you don't have proof in a unanimous jury, oh, come on now. A unanimous jury ruled against her. She must have not had any evidence, or she had a very poor lawyer.
Well, Dad, okay, so take us into the courtroom. What do you think a judge would say in this situation? Like knowing the information that we know, right? She didn't have evidence, right? If we're talking about pictures, if we're talking about visible cuts or anything like that. Like what do you feel a judge would say if we're in this courtroom of law?
Yeah, if you're in a courtroom of law, the judge is going to say, "Okay, counsel, present your case." Okay, and then counsel for the plaintiff, in this particular case, Miss Ellis, counsel is going to say, "Well, on this day, March XXX, this happened, and
Hmm.
that happened, and this is how it happened." and we have X amount of evidence to prove that it happened. Obviously, their evidence was weak, okay? But so the plaintiff will present their case, but then the defense will come and refute this. And what I found interesting is Cardi B herself took the stand. She was on the stand and she was her own witness. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And as a result, when you in the court, the judge and the jury, they're going to be looking at the credibility of the witness, the credibility of the witness. And if Cardi B says, I didn't touch her, I
Mm.
didn't touch her, my hands never laid on her. And if she can't show a video, a photo, or some witnesses showing that she hit her or touched her, then she's going to get tossed out of the courtroom, just as
Uh,
she did.
oh wow, wow. Okay, so looking at this type of civil case, right? This type of civil suit, and we have Cardi B, who is who is a decorated artist, a rapper. She has notoriety. She has been in the public eye before because I mean, yes, she has notoriety and different things like that. Ultimately, if we look at what's at stake, is it Cardi B who's at stake, her reputation, the young lady? Like what are we looking at here?
John, when we get out here, be it the entertainment business, be it the athletic business, be it the coaching business, the speaking business, you name it, the music businesses,
Mm-hmm.
all of these businesses that have a person at the forefront of the business, you are the face of the brand.
Mm-hmm.
And you are the face of the brand. So the question, what's at stake? Your brand is at stake. Your business is at stake. And ultimately, your bank account is at stake. Period. So when people come making these charges and allegations against you, you got to defend yourself. And at a minimum, it's going to cost you bucks to defend yourself.
Oh, that's
And
true.
so that's why it's good to stay away from trouble, stay out of trouble, stay clear of conflict. That's why people who operate at a certain level in life, they don't deal with people who operate at a lower level in life. Because if you deal with
Mm.
somebody who's at a lower level, who's got less to lose than you got, then ultimately they will get what you got.
Mm. Oh, because they're going to be trying to find a way, like, well, not always, but trying to see how I can get in there, and you shouldn't have that, and I deserve that. Some of that should be mine. So they're gonna weasel their way in there.
Buddy of mine said this: if wrong and right go to bed together, wrong will always rape right.
Mm.
If right and wrong goes to bed together, wrong will always rape right. Okay, let's put it to put scripture. Evil communication corrupts good morals. You
Mm.
find any kid that hang around kids that are bad and got a bad reputation, they're going to go down with that kid. We can name people all over the country who hung around with the wrong relationships and it took them down.